Trapping. It was the people looking at my Harris Voice podcast. I'm Jacob and I'm here with
Kirby, KJ, whatever I used to go by.
And this is episode 61. It's actually going to be airing on April Fools, so that's fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like just because of that, we need to make this video like somehow a joke.
What?
It's gonna be a 1 minute video.
Ain't that every episode?
Not like that. I mean, like this episode is like, it's like this podcast today is. There's no podcast. You watch this whole video for nothing. April Fools.
Yeah, and this is episode 61. Yeah. Just keep on.
I'm excited for episode 69, to be honest.
Yeah, that's gonna be a milestone.
Honestly. See you guys at episode podcast 420.
420. God, that's not gonna be for years.
If we did the podcast fucking daily, imagine like how many fucking topics we'd already be out of.
Jesus, I don't even want to think about that.
Bro, at that point we might as well do a fucking documentary on drywall.
But as you guys know, we took the first 5 minutes to talk about whatever and the last 5 minutes to talk about whatever. Then we get into the actual topic for this week. Last week was fun. It was on World War I, so that was cool. And it was kind of a...
Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot that last week's was on World War I.
Yeah. And then that was a fun one, and I think the one from 2 weeks ago, so the one before that, was on U.S. history. And the one from 3 weeks ago was on blacksmithing again.
Oh, we did a second blacksmithing?
Yeah.
I must have missed that one again.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you were there for that one.
I really do not remember that one in all actuality.
And the one from a month ago, episode 57, was on the Wild West.
I do remember that one because I specifically wanted that one.
Yeah, and then one before that, episode 56, was Weapons from History. Then it was
right.
Star Wars. And then
Let's see,
there was
Weapons from History, I do remember. Let's see, there was also the... what was it? Did we do a Weird Guns episode before?
We did one on weapons. I think that was the one from Weapons from History, I think.
I think we remember we did something about where Hunter joined for that one specifically. It's like, oh yeah, you want to see a weird fucking weapon? Look up so-and-so.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of weird weapons, have you ever seen what a colibri is?
Mm-mm.
So, a colibri is the smallest gun ever made. And it is so small that a single bullet from it cannot even really kill a guy.
Damn.
Like, the size of it, of the gun itself, is smaller than a finger.
Yeah, but, yeah, I think this week would also be a good one. I feel like it's on one that we haven't really done much of yet.
What is it?
Just...
Oh yeah, we can't wait. We have to wait until we get into it.
Yeah, which we have another minute, so not too much longer, but,
The excitement is killing me.
excitement is killing me, the freaking
The
anticipation.
excitement is killing me, and then Undertaker almost killed a man.
Just the anticipation of it.
Oh my god, guys, I'm so happy. This is my genuine reaction right now, if you can't tell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is my genuine reaction to that information.
Oh my god. But But yeah, I'm kind of a loss. I'm freaking tired. I'm just kind of here to kind of get it out of the way. Just because it's kind of just gotten into that habit, it's kind of hard not to stop, you know?
What, stop the podcast or start uploading?
I guess it kind of feels like both, I guess, lately. Just because I've done a lot with uploading lately, and just a lot of shit has been going on outside of you. For me, I guess for all of us outside of YouTube, really, will, we're gonna keep all that private since it's outside of YouTube for a reason.
I was about to say, there's a reason why we never talk about a lot of our personal lives, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys care that much, feel free to message us about our lives. I'd be fine talking to people.
Oh yeah, I openly tell them that if they want to talk to us privately, my social media contact info literally in my outro, so they could literally just be like, oh hey, and I'd be like, hey, what's up, you know.
I actually like that. I remember I did something kind of like that, except it was that time I was a pen pal with a man who once only lived in prison.
Damn.
Yeah, his name was Jeff. He was pretty lonely.
Oh man, but anyway, so we're way past the 5 minute mark. So the topic for this week is horror games.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That was actually going to be interesting. I remember recently we were actually talking to Zach about Outlast when he gets here. We're going to play Outlast, and then it's like, this isn't a scary game. And I gave him the look of,
Oh man, but yeah, trying to think the first horror game I ever heard of was probably Five Nights at Freddy's, I think.
that makes sense. I think the first horror game I knew of was Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation is another good one.
Have you ever seen or played?
I've seen a little bit of it played, yeah, it looks fucking terrifying.
Dude, it was one of my favorite games to play for the PlayStation 3, and it was pretty good for the PlayStation 3 too. It had some groundbreaking graphics for its time.
Yeah.
Because, it's the PS fucking 3.
Yeah. Or is PlayStation in general.
Yeah, PlayStation's always been good with their graphics, especially games made by them like Crash Bandicoot.
I actually done a series on Crash Bandicoot. I played the first one and the second one. If you guys want to check that out, it's on my main channel, link in the description. I think it's the first game I ever did a gameplay series of on the channel.
I remember I have uploaded a YouTube video before. My parents just made me delete it because they were on that. My parents were always those type of people who was you can't post anything on the internet. They know how to find you.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that got annoying. So, I did what anyone did, and I posted it on the internet, and I got bitch slapped. At that day, I learned what belt tastes like.
Jesus.
I'll tell you exactly what it tastes like. Coleslaw.
Oh my god. But, yeah, and I guess I'll just go on Google, just do the usual,
Usual Google search of horror games.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to do 5 questions that people also asked here on Google, and the first one is what top 10 horror game, or the top 10 horror games. The top 15 best horror games of all time as of March 2023. Number 1 is Alien Isolation.
Woo!
Number 2 is actually Outlast.
I believe that. I like the fact that like the two games that we were talking about are like top tier.
Third one is Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
I've never seen Amnesia.
I've heard a lot about it. I believe that's how Markiplier started his channel. Was Amnesia?
Was it Amnesia or was it No, yeah, I believe it was Amnesia.
Yeah. And then after that, it's Sama, I think. I think that's how you say it.
How's it spelled?
Soma in all caps.
Yeah, that might be Sama.
Dead Space.
Okay, Dead Space is actually really fucking good.
Yeah, and Internal Darkness, Sandy's Requiem, or Requiem, or whatever the fuck, I can't even talk. Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly.
I have no fucking clue what that one is either.
Me either. And then the last one it shows is Little Nightmares.
Oh, Little Nightmares was so good. Dude, have you ever seen Little Nightmares?
I've seen a little bit of it, yeah.
Like, in all honesty, like, it's a very short horror game, but, like, I remember the first time I saw it, and it's not that scary in terms of, like, Outlast type of scary, but it's scary in terms of, like, just the way that the world was made. It's like, so disgusting, but interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a deformed baby, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Next one is. Oh, it's just another list of scary games. It says, what is the number one most scary game? But on this list, it has horror games, Resident Evil 7.
Ooh, Resident Evil is like one of. It's not my favorite horror game in all honesty, but it's one of the best in terms of like story wise and keep going.
Yeah, and Silent Hill.
Never played Silent Hill either.
Alien Isolation again.
If you actually want to search up a horror clip of Silent Hill, I recommend searching up a clip of Silent Hill PT.
Dead Space again.
Is it the second Dead Space or first Dead Space?
It just says the first Dead Space.
Yeah, that's what I was curious of.
And The Last of Us. Apparently The Last of Us is a scary game.
I mean, it falls under some horror genres, definitely, like, the clickers that they use, I guess, fall under that category more.
Yeah.
But we all know that, like, that's not really much of a horror in terms of, I guess, gameplay.
Yeah. And then one after that is a classic Five Nights at Freddy's.
How can we ever forget the classic game that basically made the entirety of horror games famous again?
Yeah.
I remember, like, when FNAF came out, so many people were like, yo, dude, look at this. And I was like, okay, that looks cool. And when I checked it out, I was like, okay, this is actually pretty scary. And then years later, it's, like, one of the biggest fucking jokes we ever make.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of went from a scary game to just pissing people off.
Yeah. It's kind of what happened throughout the course of the past 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, it used to be like, whoa, Freddy Fazbear. Now it's like, whoa, Freddy Fazbear. What are you doing with your dick out?
Third one here, what is the most brutal horror game? Again, just another list of ones. With that out of the way, prepare yourself for the most disturbing horror games ever made. Manhunt. The Monterey Assistant. Outlast is on there. With the most brutal horror games. Doki Doki Literature Club, I believe that.
I believe that too. Doki Doki was fucked.
Then Detention, Sanitarium, Agony, I have no mouth and I must scream. Damn. It's one hell of a title.
Damn, just like me, for real.
Alright, and then fourth one here. What is a very good horror game? A horror game is a video game genre centered on horror fiction and typically designed to scare the player. Unlike most other video game genres, which are classified by their gameplay, horror games are nearly always based on narrative or visual presentation and use a variety of gameplay types. And then, what horror game is based on a true story? What?
Yeah, there's some horror games that they made based on true stories.
No, I read that and then I clicked on it and it says Outlast 3 Project MK Ultra. Apparently Outlast 3 is based on a true story. The one that's going to be coming out.
Ooh, I'm actually kind of more excited for that now. That like just makes me more happy.
Because then it says the fact that this was a real event in history is disturbing enough, but Outlast takes inspiration from these events and amplifies them even further. You play as a journalist investigating an asylum filled with patients who were subjected to experiments similar to MK Ultra.
MK Ultra? What the fuck is MK Ultra?
I don't know, but apparently Outlast is based on true events.
You should search up, what is it? It's based on MK Ultra, you said?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, search up what MK Ultra is then, so we know what Outlast 3 is going to be based on.
MK Ultra.
Dude, I'm so excited for when Outlast 3 comes out, because it's going to be co-op.
Yeah. MK Ultra program. Project MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, intended to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used in interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture.
Sounds like the U.S. government.
So I guess it started in 1953 and ended in 1973, so it lasted 20 years.
Also, Hunter joined.
Hello.
Hey, we're in the middle of the podcast.
I see.
You want to know what the topic is for this week?
All I heard was MK Ultra.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Ultra.
Hell yeah, bro.
Mortal Kombat!
Tonight's topic is on horror games.
Horror games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horror games, not horror games.
I mean, they're both basically the same thing, just have a different title.
Yeah.
For example, there's a difference between horror, and there's a difference between ooh, Slenderman, that was a good horror game.
Oh, God.
I remember Slenderman was also based on a real story.
So I can't get over frickin' you trying to do Freddy's song while we were talking about frickin' funny stuff. Oh God, what? I shouldn't find that so funny. What's wrong with me?
Oh yeah. Speaking of horror games, have you guys ever seen the fucking video of how to make FNAF not scary?
Yes, I love those videos.
And it's like fucking Chica, oh no, Chica, hey everybody, what's up? And you're like, oh god, Chica, please shut up, kill yourself.
Yeah, pizza?
Yo, you guys should also mix coughing syrup and Sprite together.
I actually kind of want to watch that now. How to make Financial Freddy's not scary.
Yeah, Jacob, you should mix coughing syrup and Sprite together.
Don't do that.
Jesus.
So Jacob, you want to know what that recipe is that I just told you?
What?
Lean, yeah, it's fucking lean.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Unless you want to become a retard.
I mean, technically I already am there, so.
Oh no, this will make you like brain dead.
I was about to say, Jacob, there's a difference between a car accident and lean.
Yeah, lean makes you physically brain dead.
Car accident and lean, huh?
You become like ultra special ed.
Dude, no, honestly, you start to talk like that fucking guy from the Goonies.
You act like little
Oh god, but
Honestly, dude, the only thing that you're gonna see if you take lean is fucking Majora's Mask.
oh man, but I guess I'll just go to YouTube now. Since we kind of already went over the list there of horror games.
Ooh, what's something that we could watch about this that would make it good? Like, shit, I'm trying to think of, like, something good that we could watch, for, like, a good horror shock. Like a horror game that we haven't heard of or something. Like an indie horror game.
Hmm.
An indie horror game?
Yes.
What is it? Aoni?
Ooh, okay. That sounds promising.
Pretty good.
I like how I put in horror games and Jacksepticeye's girlfriend popped up.
Oh, yeah, what's her name? I forgot.
I think her channel name is Gab or Gab Smolders or something like that.
Yeah. That's right, I totally forgot he had a girlfriend on the count of I wanted to date him.
And then there's one by Jacksepticeye, of course. There's Markiplier, Corey Kenshin.
You can also search up EDP445.
Mr. Nightmare, scary videos.
Who else would be good?
Oh, I didn't know Markiplier played the Night of the Consumers.
Yeah.
From 3 years ago, damn. Didn't know that. Oh yes, Granny. I played the second one. Granny Chapter 2, and it's a pain in the ass.
Dude, I don't know why, but Granny puts me on fucking edge whenever I even see anyone play. Like, when I'm watching, I'm like, fucking go! Go! Dude, I don't know why. Granny scares the fuck out of me. Like, it doesn't scare the fuck out of me. Like, it's a scary game, but whenever I'm, like, running away from Granny, it got me fucking off my fucking chair.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter, do you know any other good horror games?
Besides Aoni, you have, what is that one?
While you guys talk about this, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my water.
The Joy of Creation, that one's pretty good.
Oh, The Joy of Creation was like one of my favorite FNAF indie games.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what Scott thought of, like, the indie games that people made of FNAF.
If I'm not mistaken, he quite enjoyed them.
Like, I think he looked at
glad
them.
that they
Enjoyed these games so much that they made other games based on.
Yes.
In all honesty, I'm still kind of sad that Scott Cawthon had to step away from FNAF.
Yeah, but dude, you know.
Oh man. Just looking here. And it's giving more like let's plays of games from YouTubers.
Oh fuck!
Bless you, my child.
That was not a sneeze.
What was that, a fart?
No, that was a cough.
if she's a starter, she's a keeper.
No. Whatever Daddy wants, Daddy gets.
Oh my god.
Whatever Daddy wants, Daddy gets.
Oh god. Oh man.
Can't. So what are you searching up on, Jacob?
I'm just looking at, what the hell, traumatizing Winnie the Pooh horror game?
What? Never in my life ever I thought, oh shit, it's Winnie the Pooh, I'm so scared.
You shouldn't be scared.
Yeah, there's literally...
Okay. So fun fact, the reason why Winnie the Pooh, like you see him in horror games and shit like that now is because for a while when Disney owned him, there was a title on him saying that you can't use his name in anything, but there's a certain amount of time that they have on that before that expires, and immediately when that expired, they made a fucking shitty-ass horror movie on him.
Yeah.
I remember that because everyone thought that was ass.
It was.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it was. It was disappointing and shit.
Disappointing and shit.
In every way imaginable.
Yeah.
Fuck. Here, real quick, I'll be back.
Alright. Freaking. Trying to think. Looking up indie horror games. I really singing Star Wars.
Walt, you posted cancer, Walt.
You cringe, Walter, you cringe.
Walt, I'm proud of you for coming out of the closet, Walt. I am the one who sucks cock.
Or we could start with that evolution of horror games, 1982 through 2019.
Wasn't Doom at first considered a horror game? Or Castlevania?
Think so.
Or was, what was it? Yeah, because the first horror game was Maze Game, I believe. Or it was something like Maze Game.
Yeah, that was the first, like, super popular one.
Let's see, and then for a while there was, not really, it doesn't count as a game? Momo.
Oh, God.
No, that wasn't a game, really. That was just, internet sensation.
You don't get to call fucking anything an internet sensation. An internet sensation is like fucking Google.
No, it was an internet sensation. There's people like, oh my fucking god.
I remember my stepmom fucking came into my fucking room and was like, let me see your phone. I was like, why? And I was worried that's just gonna find like the fucking 10 gigabytes of porn I had.
Oh god.
So I was like, what did you see? And because I said that, she thought I was doing the fucking Momo challenge or something like that.
Oh god, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is this dumbass game? Who the fuck falls for this? Because apparently 5-year-olds don't know how to not kill themselves.
Super simple.
Human instinct goes away just because some silly lady with a weird mouth tells you to off yourself. I love that. Fucking Momo challenge. Make mustard gas.
Oh god.
My favorite challenge.
Fun fact, the ingredient to make mustard gas from home is bleach and, laundry detergent.
There's chlorine gas as well.
No, wait, no, that's not, no, wait, shit, that's mustard gas. Yeah, it's laundry detergent and bleach make fucking mustard gas. And also, political opinion plus sharing your feelings online gets you banned from making more FNAF games.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, I hope you're not pro anything.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Good.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna make this interesting. Who's a horror, like a character from a horror game that you would fuck? And it has to be a popular horror game, too.
Oh god.
Yeah, too bad. You're actually gonna have to, like, think about this.
You don't
Like,
have to.
Yeah, dude, come on, do it.
I feel ashamed for this being the first thing I thought of when you said that.
Lady Dummy Trust, I'm guessing.
No.
No, you would fuck Marta?
No.
No, I thought I heard fucking Hunter say Marta. I was like, who the fuck just fucking said that?
Yeah, bro, the giant fucking scary bitch with an axe. Get her little boner. So fucking hot, dude.
Oh my god, bro, you know that she wants the D the way that those death animations be.
Oh god.
Wait, doesn't she like cut off your dick using her cross?
She chops right in your crotch. So technically.
Oh god.
Okay, I just imagine something fucked up where I just imagine like the guy trips and falls, and when Mars running, you just hear hey yeah. And then when the fucking action music goes hey yeah, you just hear oh.
Oh god.
I was about to you know what, Marta? Am I trying to justify fucking Marta?
Yes.
But am I to blame for it?
Yes.
You don't mean that.
You didn't need to justify it in the first place. You
But,
chose to.
dude, okay, listen. Technically, if you look at Gothic traditions, that was one of the first Gothic styles. Technically, a big titty Gothic girl.
Oh my. Fuck off. For days.
Okay, what are you gonna say? Fucking Lady Dummy Trust, you fucking pussy?
Literally anything else.
Okay, you know what? Fine. You know who I have for you? The small child from Resident Evil 7.
No, that's not on the table.
You're right. Because it's in the dark web.
No, because it should not be allowed legally.
Actually, here's something that, like, it's not a horror game, but it kind of feels like a horror game, is, Dishonored. Like, Dishonored, in some parts, kind of feels like a horror game, the way that you're just, like, going alone, and it's just fucking dark, and you get raped by a big black man.
You know what is a horror game.
What?
Fear.
Like, is that the actual name of a game?
Fear, yeah.
Never heard. Or played.
Oh,
Or
it is a very good game. Should look it up. Very interesting. It's a psychological first-person shooter.
I was about to say, not many first-person shooters are that scary, though.
This one, there's definitely times where you're like,
I mean, does Doom count as a horror game?
no.
I would actually say Doom would count technically in some cases. I think just the art style.
Art style-wise, yes.
I would actually love to see like a survivor horror game of fucking Doom. Like in the style of Alien Isolation, but with Doom. I think that'd be awesome.
There are mods for that, actually. Fun fact.
Well, where you can make the alien like the Gecko Demon.
No, there are horror mods for Doom that make it, like, actual horror. It's weird to explain.
Yeah, you mean like America finding out that you're using a VPN to get TikTok?
Definitely.
Actually, did you guys hear that recently where America's planning on banning TikTok?
Yeah.
I feel like that's been a thing for a long time.
Like, it's been a thing for a long time, but for the first time, we actually, like, saw something about it. And for the first time, I was like, wow, they're so
The
retarded.
first time they brought it to Congress.
Yeah.
And they were actually like, oh my god.
I mean, the first time it happened, it was just the first time they thought it was going to happen, just because Trump was pissed off. Whereas, like, they said, like, we're all going to go to the rally, we're all going to go to this rally for Trump, and then, like, what, only 500 people showed up?
I honestly, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
All that shit is just actually retarded. Politics are retarded. Don't get into politics, kid.
That's a little too late. Flashback to that one time I read Jacob the Constitution to sleep.
That doesn't count.
What? Yeah, okay. Okay. Whatever you say. Liberal.
I'm not a liberal. You know this. I am in no way even close to being a liberal.
Sorry, that is offensive to say to Hunter. Okay, what's a... Oh, shit. This actually has me thinking that, of a Star Wars horror game that I'd like to see one day.
That's concerning.
Of a Star Wars horror game?
A Star Wars horror game sounds fucking horrifying.
Like, what is it? There is this one virus in Star Wars in the lore where it infects people, and then they basically turn into, like, living zombies, but they still, like, retain all the information that people had before. So it's like the Hive from Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Flood from Halo. So, and there's, like, this one entire starship from the Empire that, like, got all the way infected, and I would love to see, like, a horror game of just that.
That would be really interesting.
Well, guys, I guess I'm going to start game developing. Someone needs to put these big brain ideas in.
Do it right now.
There's actually just not a lot of good horror games as far as, like, the mass industry goes. Or, like, AAA.
Not recently, anyway.
I mean, horror. What classifies this as horror? Horror as in scary, or horror as, like, shock value, I guess? Like, are we talking more like shock value, like jump scares, or more like scary as in gameplay?
Both, I'd say.
Yeah, I think Outlast
you want
is
a
like...
balance of both.
I think Outlast is like the best version of that because it did it so correctly.
It did.
Whereas, like, it was a good game with good graphics and as well as a good gameplay system that also ran off of, like, good shock value.
Yeah.
Man, if only we could have Zach in here.
I mean, we could, but like, yeah.
Jacob, you doing good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You've been silent, like, for the past 10 minutes. I was just making sure that you were still fucking alive.
Yeah, I'm still breathing.
Making sure that you didn't die in the fucking Slenderman game.
Not Slender Man. What the fuck?
I'm literally
I
just.
remember, this was an old game, but there was a Saw game.
The Saw games were good. There was a trilogy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they made like 3 Saw games.
Very, very good games, I must say.
I'm literally just pulling up how to make Five Nights at Freddy's Not Scary because I actually want to watch that.
It's such a good video. It's so stupid.
Everybody!
Not only that, it's such a good series. They literally have 18 videos of it.
18?
Yeah, it went on for like 6 years.
What the fuck? Okay. Bro, fucking. I just turned 18 like barely a fucking year ago. Like, there should not be 18 videos on how to make FNAF not scary.
I know there is, there's a whole playlist.
And they're all from the same YouTubers?
Let me look. Okay, 5 of them are from the same YouTuber.
Okay, yeah. Then those ones are most likely like the correct ones that you're thinking of.
Yeah. Other ones are probably just fan-made.
Well, I mean, all of them are fan-made, but I see what you mean.
I mean,
Or is
fan-made
it
from the
just
previous guy who made them. Yeah. Because the previous guy who made them was, Garrett Williamson.
Oh, Jacob, you know something that I'm actually thinking of that would be so fucking cool of a horror game?
Hmm.
So I'm replaying Ghost of Tsushima recently, and something that fucking I love about the game, that like we both love about the game, is the fact that like the Mongolians fear him because they're just seeing basically their comrades fucking kill one by one and not fucking spotting him. So what I'm thinking would be cool if you could get like the first person view of the Mongolian invaders as they're seeing just like everyone picked off one by one in front of them.
Hmm.
But make it VR.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, speaking of horror games, the new Resident Evil 4 remake came out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'll be honest, it makes me so happy that I've never played Resident Evil before.
Honestly, the older one was nice, but all the stuff that they added with the new one was great.
I was about to say, I'm not too... I kind of like the third-person view better, though, than the first-person view.
It's always been third person.
No.
Yes.
That's not true. It's not possible.
Yes.
You guys still haven't answered. Who's a horror character that you guys would fuck?
I don't like any of them, so...
Why is the first one I thought of was Toy Chica?
No! Like, bro, usually that's an answer I would say, but for you? Bro, that's out of nowhere character development. Bro woke up and went in his mind. What the fuck about Toy Chica sexy?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's mainly the fan art, I guess. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? What in the name of furry hell did you just say, Jacob?
Oh no, there's work. He could have said Luna. Alright. Be honest here.
Listen.
Don't you fucking listen me, boy.
I would rather fuck Luna than Toy Chica, okay?
Yeah? Really, man?
Okay, what do you want me to fucking say, huh? Okay, at this point, Jacob, the most acceptable answer for Jacob to say is fucking Toy Chica. At least it wasn't like Roxanne Wolf.
Oh no, fuck that.
Oh, Roxanne. Honestly, that would have been better than Toy Chica.
In all honesty, fucking Marionette could have... well, no, because Marionette's still a small child.
Alright, anyways, I think I already disappointed everyone on the internet, so let's just get through the Five Nights at Freddy's, how to make Five Nights at Freddy's not scary.
Play it!
Alright, okay. Start a new screen recording, 3, 2, 1.
So, Hunter, who would you pick?
Alright, we're gonna get into it.
Smash.
Hey dude, just wanted to let you know the pizza's ready. I'm sorry. What's up?
Hey, excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah, sure.
Why is it so quiet?
Yes.
What, in the video?
Yeah.
What you doing? We should play some Quell.
Is your...
Hey dude, you gonna finish that pizza? I'm sorry man, I'm just curious.
Who smells like that? Pizza! I don't know. No, seriously. No. Who smells like that? Pizza! Oh, it was me. That's awful. It reeks. Okay. Okay. I can't even, I don't even know why I stay up here.
Shut up, chicken.
This is an awful British accent. Every single British person in history is going to hate me because I'm actually American.
That's amazing.
I'm actually American, that's amazing.
Oh god, I forgot.
Yeah. And now it's Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the official sequel.
Next year, it's all lose.
No good.
The second Five Nights at Freddy's is out, and everybody wants me to do not scary of it.
Draft pick.
Oh, well, not quite sure I agree with this design. Holy crap, I look like a woman. So, what about Chica? Well, everybody last time complained about how she was a girl, so hi, everybody! Oh, dear God.
My very best friend, and you're mine too, Todd.
Toy Chica.
Always.
Wait, my name's Todd? Mom? Mom, is that you?
Do you want some pancakes?
Hey! Are you coming? Alright, that's fine, I'll just sit here and wait. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other?
Can I come in your room?
Da 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 da
Dashing through the fence, this story makes no sense. I still got some pancakes.
Mom, no, don't go. Mom, I love you. What's up, bro? After working so many years at Freddy's, I knew it was my time to leave this world. My obsession grew so great that the moment that he said he was leaving, I knew it was time for me to leave too. Goodbye, Justin Bieber.
Pizza!
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, actually, never mind. I actually have my pick for like who I would pick for game characters.
What?
Hey, what's up, man?
You've got to be kidding me.
Customer hungry?
I don't care.
Customer!
I grew up in Dublin. I was a potato farmer. Every night I would go to the pub. I would drink ale and dance jigs. But then one day, I met a pretty lass. Her name was Ruby, and she...
Wow, none of you sound the same as you. Oh, of course you still sound the same.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Hey, Mario!
Ooh, actually, here's a better question. Who do you think is the worst horror game character to die from?
Whatever, Mario. Get up here and talk.
No, like, obviously there's lots, but like, who do you think is like the single worst one to die to?
Audio devices?
Single worst to die to?
Is this for real? All of you have succeeded at totally disappointing me, especially you, old bunny dude.
Oh, you saying that 'cause I'm purple?
And...
You're yellow, dude.
Okay, shut up with that stupid joke.
I can be whatever color I want to be. And today, it's purple.
Dude, you're blue.
I am purple!
No, I think I'd rather
Captured my heart with her green valley eyes and her hair as golden as my fine gold tooth. I was in...
Wait, where's the balloon kid?
Oh, we stuffed them down the back. Won't be coming out anytime soon.
I would hate to die in like the screen lock failure. I would hate to die like
Gosh, goodbye. The reason I got this game was to get scared, guys.
Roar.
Wow, I'm terrified. Yep. Had to have the troll jump scare in there. Really funny, guys.
Love. But Ruby didn't return the love. So because of that, I forgot what I was going to say.
You know what? I'm done.
You just don't want to hang around me because I'm purple!
You're yellow!
I'd actually have to say fucking...
Garrett Williams, ladies and gentlemen, lead the residential highway 593, not steering out. I got jobs on Braylen's face. I got kids I couldn't feed, dude. I was doing my work last day. Garrett Williams, split Marshall. Kids, man, I'm
Hi there, and thank you for watching. Shout out to Jack Blasphemous and Chase from GC Wade for making this video possible. Seriously guys, without their help, this video would not be as awesome as you're seeing it right now. I'd also like to credit Tracy, my friend, for helping write some of the script as well. Be sure to check out everything you see here. I did a vast majority of the music you hear in here. If you'd like to hear music that's way better than that, since I took like 5 minutes to put together the majority of this music, go check out my music channel, follow me on SoundCloud, and you know, the other stuff as well. So yeah, again, be sure to go check out all those other awesome YouTubers. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
I
Still don't know what you're doing here, but whatever. Please do not subscribe if you're here just for this or because you saw this one video. This will probably be the last 5 minutes of Freddy's Not Scary. I do highly suggest that if you guys like this video, you check out some of what I seriously consider far better, like these. They'll be at the end of the video too, don't worry. Enjoy anyway. Or don't enjoy it. I'm really sorry if you didn't want this. For real?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Her voice changed in the second one, became Irish in the third, and is now back to the original in the fourth one. This makes about as much sense as the Five Nights at Freddy's storyline.
You know people are gonna be mad this isn't the same. Haha, funny joke and then fuzz and then haha, funny joke and then fuzz and
The joke is so old now. Just stop.
Yeah, you brought that upon yourself.
Your accent still sucks, Freddy.
You know what? I give up trying.
Shut up!
This is working out real nicely.
Go to the dentist and fix your teeth.
Freddy's gone Super Saiyan.
And Chica's gone insane.
What is going on?
These are the pizza jokes!
What the heck?
It's now that time for Garrett to read some of the comments on this video. It took some YouTube comment decoding, but we managed to translate. This is nothing like the first two. Garrett is just a clickbait jerk who clearly wants all your money since he tries to get people to watch his videos with good quality and hardly ever makes not scaries, which would be vomiting money for him right now. Definitely a clickbaiter, no question. This isn't funny. Totally not like the third one. What is satire? I don't understand anything. Wow, Garrett, you are disappointing. I'm unsubscribing.
Garrett, if you don't fix this, I'm gonna come to your house and kill...
I think that kind of sums it up. The end of that screen recording. But we're close towards the end.
This is the end with Seth Rogen.
Hey, yo.
Actually, speaking of like horror that's funny, I actually recommend to go watch that movie, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the end. It has Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, that one guy who played Hiccup.
Jonah Hill is pretty funny.
You guys see that Jonah Hill like got super buff recently?
Fuck yeah.
Like, dude, he looks like fucking... I can't say that.
You can't though.
No, I can't because he single-handedly made Kanye Jewish. Did you guys see that recently where Kanye said that, like, no, I actually love Jews because of 21 Jump Street?
Yeah.
Damn, my jokes must be ass today.
I mean, kind of been feeling like ass today, so.
Let's see. Alright, who do you guys think is the coolest horror game villain?
Coolest horror game villain? From
Dead Space?
Yeah.
Let's see, what about you, Jacob?
Trying to think. I honestly don't know. I'm out. Can't think.
In my opinion, I think it was, I forgot his name. I know it was... Fuck, who's the guy who plays Ghost Rider in the movies?
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, he's the guy that Nicolas Cage played, the guy who could control metal in Resident Evil Village.
Heisenberg?
Yeah, dude, I fucking loved him. I thought he was like one of the best antagonists. Fuck Mother Miranda, Return to Heisenberg.
Return to
Ooh, another game that's kind of like a horror game but isn't is Bloodborne.
I would have to say every Souls game is technically a horror game.
In some ways, yeah. In some ways, they're like, oh, go fight a dragon. And then in some other ways, it's like, go fight fucking death with a fucking skeleton beating. That's the entirety of Bloodborne.
Yep. It's like, you think you're good? Go fight God.
You think you sound good? Fight the things that are literally dreaming you. Fight Cthulhu. I feel like we need to have a mod in like one of these games that make us turn into what's his name? Nacho Libre. The children is all I care about. and then he just gets his fucking ass beaten. Honestly, with the mentality that fucking Nacho Libre had, he'd be good at Souls games.
And we just hit an hour.
Ooh, yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm talking about. Balls.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast. If you haven't already, hit the link in my description. Subscribe to my main channel. I post a whole bunch of content over there, gaming content. If you want to figure out horror games, you can see the many horror games I played on that channel, the many horror games that me and Hunter have played, and whatnot. And yeah, so anything you guys want to say before we end off?
Bye. I'm just saying bye. I'm tired.
Anything you want to say, Hunter?
Chicken strip.
Chicken strips.
Yo, mom, chicken strip?
Yeah, but one last reminder, make sure to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already to stay up and see every new episode every Saturday, because it starts with the Boys Podcast. And as always, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Deuces.
Fucking Hunter, why the fuck did you turn into that one Muppet?
Trapping.